everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I am going to be trying this glow-in-the-dark Burano Polygel kit from Amazon. This kit on Amazon is currently $24.99. I also am seeing a save an extra 10% off. I do have an Amazon Prime account though, so I'm not sure if that coupon only applies to people with Prime, but I did just want to mention that. This polygel kit I will be linking down below in the description box. I feel like I haven't done polygels in quite a while. My channel really started off with polygel, but then I found out that I really love gel extensions more. If I had to say my favorite way of doing nails, definitely gel extensions is like top dog, number one. It's my favorite way to do it. I feel like it's super beginner friendly, but I also do love using polygel, especially trying different Amazon polygel kits. I also know that you guys enjoy these types of videos as well, so it is also fun to try out different polygels. Burano or Burano, I'm not 100% sure the correct pronunciation, but this polygel was actually one of those ones I first started using when I really first started doing polygel nails, just because it was a really inexpensive brand for me to be able to purchase directly from Amazon. So starting off with the packaging, it does just come in a brown box. When you open that up, everything is included inside. So I am just quickly pulling everything out of this kit. This kit, I would say, is an all-in-one polygel kit because it does include a mini lamp. I will talk more about that once I get into doing the nails a little bit later. But just opening everything up, I mean, you get a nail lamp, you get dual forms. Dual forms, I feel like not everybody loves, so it's kind of like you would have to do it on your natural nails or get half cover or full cover tips. But if you are just a beginner, look at all of these items you get. You get your slip, top coat, polygel, practically everything is right here. You have an all-in-one kit. We also have the polygel instructions, which goes step by step, sharing the pictures as well. So I feel like that is really nice to have for beginners. The first thing, I am just going to be taking a look at all of these items up close and personal so you guys can get a good idea if you want to purchase the kit or if it's something for you or if it isn't. So the first item being is the Mini Sun UV LED nail lamp. We have the instructions, the cord, and of course the nail lamp. I have so many of these nail lamps. Once I was finished, I did put it back into the packaging, and I will possibly be including it in a giveaway because I personally prefer using a larger nail lamp. And honestly, when you are curing polygel, I personally would recommend curing in a larger 54 watt or 60 watt nail lamp instead of a mini lamp. But if this is all you have, I feel like you can make it work, especially because if this kit includes the mini lamp, I'm pretty sure that you would be able to do a full cure. I just personally like doing it in a larger lamp. So we had the nail lamp. The next thing there was a 30 ml slip solution. We also have a top coat and a base coat, and if I am remembering correctly, these are a 7.3 ml, so it isn't a complete full size, but you still will be able to use these a lot, and especially if you're doing shorter nails like I ended up doing in today's video, this product is going to last you a lot longer versus if you are doing very 3XL nails. Both of the consistency for the top and base was really good. We also do have 6 colors of glow-in-the-dark polygel. These tubes are the smaller 15 ml tubes, but getting a kit like this, honestly, it is a little bit sad when the tubes are small, but because you are getting 6 different colors, I feel like it kind of makes up for it. The only complaint I do have is I wish that brands that sold these types of polygel kits would also sell the tubes of polygel individually, because I know it can be a struggle if you love one color so much and you aren't able to get it again unless you buy the entire kit. I'm not 100% sure if Burano actually sells individual polygels. I haven't really taken a look at their Amazon listing or website, but just something that I wanted to mention. We also had the Polygel brush, which was dual-ended, like usual, spatula and brush, and then it also included a 100/180 grit hand file. And the last item I am showing here before we get into the Polygel swatches are the dual forms. Like I mentioned, I personally do not prefer dual forms. I feel like I've probably only ever used dual forms like under 5 times throughout my entire Polygel nail journey. I really don't like them. I do prefer using full cover or half cover nail tips. Real quick before I get into swatching these, I wanted to mention, thinking back to when I first purchased Burano about like a year ago, maybe over a year, I do know that in their Polygel kits, they would actually include full cover nail tips and dual forms. And I did notice they rebranded and kind of like just changed the look of everything. So I wish that they would still include full cover nail tips, but no biggie. I have so many nail tips by now, so it isn't really a big deal. And I'm sure just the price and cost of everything has gone up, so they can't really afford to do that anymore. But here are the Polygel swatches. These are all very beautiful colors. One thing I did notice about the consistency of these polygels is that it did differ from shade and color of polygel. For example, here, this blue polygel was definitely a lot more firmer than the other ones, and I'm sure that all has to go in with the color, the pigment, the glow in the dark powder, or whatever they're using to make these colors and also make them glow in the dark. Just I wanted to mention that because some of the polygels are a little bit softer or runnier, and then some of the shades, like specifically the blue one, I had a little bit more troubles getting it out of the tube because it was a firmer polygel. Here are all 6 of the colors swatched and glowing in the dark. These colors have a beautiful glow. I really love the glow of the purple and the blue. The green, those ones are just so bright, but all of them glow very, very nicely. So that was everything in the kit. Of course, I am going to be using these products and talking a little bit more about them, really giving my honest review, opinions, and how I feel about the product. But overall, just taking a look at the kit for $24, I think it is a great polygel kit, especially for beginners, or if you just want to get a glow-in-the-dark polygel kit. I think for the price, it is a really good price point and good quality products, and overall, you do get a lot of products. So I did go ahead, go off camera, I applied my peel off base coat. I did want to give a little bit of a disclaimer, but I forgot to mention that. I was covering up my index finger because I do have a cut on it. It is getting warmer out. I'm doing a lot more activities outside, gardening, taking my dogs to the pond, taking them for walks. I'm using my hands a little bit more, so generally summertime, I do have some more scrapes or cuts or scratches on my hands. So I know it isn't the prettiest thing to look at, but really I couldn't think of any way to hide it. I was looking for band-aids, but I didn't have one that was small enough, and I didn't want the band-aid to be the center of attention. So I do apologize for that little scrape or cut there. But jumping right in here, like I said, I applied my peel off base coat. I am now going in with my nail tips. These nail tips are like 3XL nail tips from Amazon as well, kind of like a tapered square coffin shape. I'm just applying these using a glue gel. It's just easier to do it this way when I do have on a peel off base coat. I tend to see that with a peel off base coat, the glue doesn't stick as well, so I personally just like gluing them on with gel. Once those were all applied, I am going to be cutting them down to a very short, medium nail length. I really don't like doing long nails, especially when working with polygel. I feel like I haven't really practiced enough at polygel to do super long nails. It takes me way too long trying to build the structure, the shape, the apex, so I do prefer to kind of keep them more of a short, medium length. I did go in with the hand file after clipping them down to just file the free edge. I personally didn't love this hand file, and when I do go into actually debulking and filing the polygel, I will change it and use one that I am more comfortable with and one that I do prefer. But overall, I feel like it is an okay hand file. I just kind of pick favorites when it comes to certain products because I like the conveniency of having specific products that I do really like using. So we are now jumping right in here. I pulled out the Polygel brush, I took that slip solution, poured some into my dampen dish, and then I am jumping right in to applying the Polygel to the nail tip. So generally, if you want to leave your nails, your Polygel nails on, or any type of nails on, you would have to go in with really good prep. Basically, when you are prepping for gel extensions, it's the same type of way that you want to prep for Polygel since they are both gel products. So I'll go ahead and leave a video link down below where I go fully in depth on prepping for gel extensions, and you can check that video out if you are struggling with prepping your natural nails. Like I mentioned, I did just go ahead and apply a peel off base coat because I will be popping these nails off. I glued on the nail tips using some gel to reinforce the nail tip because of that peel off base coat. I did go ahead and apply a base coat to my entire natural nail and extending to the free edge of the nail tip, and then I was ready to dive in to applying the Polygel. So I didn't do this, but something I would recommend is before applying your Polygel, I would take a buffer or a sanding band and go over top of the nail tip area and just remove the shine and then go in with your base coat before going in with your Polygel. That way, instead of having a shiny surface, it is buffed and it will help the base coat and all of the gel just bond and last longer on the nail tip because, for example, the dual forms are plastic, and if you can pop the Polygel off of the dual form, I just feel like the safe way and the safe method would be to buff the shiny surface from the plastic nail tip. Again, all just a personal preference, but I do like mentioning things like that in case anyone is struggling with their Polygel popping off. It is just nice to know those little tips and tricks on how to avoid Polygel from popping off. So for my Polygel application, what I like to do is the 2-bead method. I start off with my first bead, kind of where my natural nail and the nail tip meets. I start the bead there and bring it the rest of the way down to the free edge of the nail tip. I take my brush and that slip solution to mold and pat the Polygel. I don't know why I keep misspeaking when I say Polygel, but I pat the Polygel and mold it to the basically the nail tip area and then bring it and drag it up the nail. I go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds in the nail lamp, and then I'll go in with my second bead, which I generally like to call this bead the apex or cuticle bead, and that just really helps me to fill in the area on my natural nail around the cuticle and also build the structure and the apex for my nails. I am not perfect with Polygel application. I do struggle with it quite a bit. Generally, it takes me forever to do Polygel nails. Another reason why I like to keep them short and sweet. It just helps me to practice and not really focus on the entire length of the nail. For this video, I did leave the Polygel application in real time because I do feel that even though I struggle, I am not the best at it, and I feel like when I'm not the best at something, I do have troubles explaining it. So I feel like leaving it in real time can really help you guys see what I'm doing and just watch the motion of everything that's going on. You can also see how long it's actually taking me. Now, of course, once I do turn off the camera, I do bring the nail closer to my face to be able to look at it a little bit better. And if I see something that I really want to fix, I will go ahead and do that. So definitely keep it in mind. Just because I'm finishing something off on camera, when I bring it closer to my face, I may see something that I want to change, and that may add on an extra 1 or 2 minutes to doing the entire nail set. But for the 2-bead method, I feel like it has really helped me out a lot, especially with building the apex and the structure for the nails. So I do my first bead, I get that all molded and patted out. I cure that for 30 seconds. I go in with the second bead. I do the exact same thing. One thing I do want to mention is for that second bead, since it is going to be really close to your cuticle and your skin, you want to make sure that none of that polygel is overlapping your skin or is on your skin. You want to make sure that you are only focusing it on your natural nail plate and the rest of the nail extension. If the polygel does overlap your skin and you cure it on there, that is going to cause the nail to lift and to pop off, and we don't want that. So you really want to try to focus making the polygel just go perfectly around your cuticle without actually touching your cuticle. That is something that I have definitely struggled with in the past, but I feel like I am definitely getting better at it. Another quick tip with using polygel is keeping your sides in, so not over bulking the nail. Another thing I've learned is that using a little bit of polygel really goes a long way. I feel like when I'm using polygel, I always squeeze out way more than I need, and recently I've been realizing if I squeeze out a smaller amount of polygel where I think it's not going to be enough, it's like the perfect amount, and then if ever necessary I can just add more if needed, and I feel like that is something that's definitely helped me as well. Basically, that's pretty much all I can say. I just do the 2 beads. Keeping in the sides for sure is going to help your nails. Using a smaller amount of polygel is also going to help. The nails do not have to be super thick, and I felt like that's something I always struggled with. I always used to think that they had to be super thick, but they do not. They can be on the thinner side. But I'm just going to go ahead and let the rest of this play out. I really hope that you guys are enjoying the video, and I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of the polygel application. If you are enjoying my video and haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you subscribe. Give the video a like. It really helps me out a lot. And let me know down below in the comment section if you guys like when I do polygel nails and just some other brands of polygel or any polygel kits that you guys would like to see me try. So once I was finished with using the Polygel, I actually really liked the formula of the Polygel. One thing that I didn't really like is that some of the colors were more of a stiffer Polygel and other colors weren't as stiff. They were more of a softer, like stickier Polygel, if that makes sense. I personally prefer a stiffer Polygel, but overall, I didn't really have any troubles at all. I know sometimes polygel can be super sticky and runny where you form it around the cuticle and then right when you're about to cure, it can completely flood the cuticle. That didn't happen with this polygel. So overall, this polygel, I feel like it does pass the vibe check. It is a good polygel. It may just be if you prefer a more firmer polygel, you might just struggle a little bit more with it. But overall, I mean, you guys saw me working with it. That was all kept in real time. I felt like overall it's a really good polygel, especially for the price. You get 6 different glow-in-the-dark colors, 15 ml tubes with all of the other items included in the kit, and it is under $30. So I would have to say that that is a pretty good budget-friendly polygel kit, especially because some brands you can buy a full-size polygel for half that price. Now, of course, it is full size, but you have to think about it being like you're getting only one polygel versus 6 polygels and also the other items included. So I will be linking this polygel kit down in the description box below. I won't be making any commission if you guys do purchase it. I just want to let you all know, but I will be linking it down there in case you guys do want to get one for yourself, especially with summer coming up. Those glow-in-the-dark nails are going to be so awesome for any night pool parties or just in general having super bright neon colors. So while I was talking about all of that, of course, I was finished up with the polygel application. They were all cured. Something that brings me to my attention real quick is I did cure one of the nails in the mini lamp, and for me, I felt like it cured fine. I didn't notice anything different from that nail curing compared to the other nails that I cured in my larger nail lamp. So I feel like if you do get this kit, that mini lamp will work to cure, but I personally just thought it was easier to go into my larger nail lamp, especially because I just do have a larger nail lamp. But I did just want to quickly mention that while I was just talking a little bit about my overall opinions on this nail kit, I did begin my filing. Before beginning filing, I went ahead and took some alcohol and a lint-free wipe to remove the sticky layer from the nails. Polygel does leave a very sticky layer, very tacky, so you want to make sure that you wipe that away before starting your filing. That way that stickiness and the tacky layer doesn't gunk up your hand file, your buffer, or your sanding band. So for these nails, because I really did focus on my application, I was really trying my best to keep them thin, not over bulking them, not using a lot of product, and also keeping in the sides to really keep the shape of the nails. I didn't really struggle too much with filing. I was able to take a hand file, crisp up the shape, do most of my debulking, take a fine grit sanding band to just go around the nail and debulk anything else. Also to seal in the cuticle. I had buffed the nails and then I just went to wash my hands to remove any nail dust. I did put a pull up on my Instagram asking you guys just to help me decide on a nail set. I put up some different things that I was thinking about using these specific polygel colors for, and Powerpuff Girl Nails 1. I did do a Powerpuff Girl nail set probably about a year ago. I really loved it. It was more of a longer length with some ombres, but for this nail set, I feel like this Powerpuff Girl is a lot more beginner friendly. I feel like it's also better because it is shorter nails. Recently, I've been loving and obsessed with shorter nails. To me, I just feel like shorter nails are a bit more realistic. I also just like the way they look, and I feel like it gives the shorter nail lovers some ideas on how they can do short nails and still get very pretty or cute designs. So I'm curious to know, let me know down below, do you guys love it more when I do shorter or long nails? And also let me know if you wear short or long nails. I'm actually really curious. I wish I could put a poll up right now because honestly, that's something that I always wonder. but I still do a mix on my channel. I love doing longer nails because they have more of like a palette. I can do different designs on them, but I also do love the shorter nails as well. They just look a little bit cleaner and just give off a more clean girl look to me. So while I was talking, I'm getting carried away with talking, but I did apply a reflective gel polish. That one was a charm gel. I believe the name for it was Sun Catcher, and it was just a super beautiful silver holographic gel polish, and I just wanted to add that over top of all of the nails to add a little bit of glitter to the nail set. I pulled out some of these Powerpuff Girl stickers. I believe these ones are from Nail Holiday, and I am just going to be placing the 3 Powerpuff Girls on the blue, pink, and green nail. For my pinky and my thumb, I did both pink nails. So for my pinky, I decided to put one of those like heart stickers, and then for my thumb, I did it off camera, but I just placed 2 other stickers that were on the sticker sheet. Once I do have these stickers applied, I will go ahead and take the top coat that came in the kit and apply that to all of the nails. After I had the top coat cured, that was everything I was going to be doing with this nail set. So I am taking my rose cuticle oil from Kiara Sky, my all-time favorite. This one smells so amazing. I applied that to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finished look of these nails. I love them so much. I feel like this Polygel kit had the absolute perfect colors to create Powerpuff Girl nails. Even though these are not hand drawn, I still love the nails. It also just keeps it beginner friendly, which I love doing on my channel. I just love keeping things beginner friendly. That way, if you guys see something that I do, you guys can try recreating at home. For some reason, I have been struggling with the ending parts of this voiceover. I hope it's all sounding right, but I keep getting tongue-tied. I don't know what's going on, but I am glad I am finishing it up. That way I can get it up for you guys today. But I really hope that you guys did enjoy. I love the nails. Also, stick around because I will be showing the nails in the dark, and also some outside shots, the nails glowing, and also because that one gel polish was a beautiful holographic gel polish, I went in some low lighting and shared it with my phone flash. So stunning, probably my favorite view of these nails. You guys know me, you know I love super sparkly things, especially those holographic gel polishes from Daily Charm. They are just top tier, and ooh, they are so gorgeous. But here are just the finishing shots. I love the length of the nails. I also love the colors. I feel like the colors for the Powerpuff Girls and the Polygel colors just went so perfectly together. Check the description box for anything that I used or the Polygel kit. I will be linking everything down below. I don't have a discount code for the Polygel kit for that gel polish I used, and for the stickers I do have a discount code though for those specific brands. Again, all of that will be in the description box below. I really hope that you guys did enjoy the video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.